This stuff, garlic, effective against these guys, fleas, and ticks. And is it even safe to give to your dog or cat?
Are you looking to learn more about natural pet health and wellness? You've come to the right place. Click the link to subscribe to Veterinary Secrets.
Supposedly garlic, it repels a lot of things. We have parasites like fleas, ticks, also supposedly vampires. For years, I told clients that garlic was toxic to dogs, toxic to cats. And I go through any old textbooks and I look up in the back and I look for garlic. Under the veterinary handbook of procedures, emergency treatments, it says garlic's toxic. Turns out they're wrong. I was wrong. Today I'm going to show you why I was wrong, the science behind this. I'm going to show you how to make your own flea and tick powder you can put onto your dog or cat's food, along with a homemade flea spray. So stick around for this video. If you get onto Google right now and you search for is garlic toxic for dogs, you're going to get a whole bunch of search results that are all going to say that yes, garlic is toxic for dogs. It can cause serious Heinz body anemia, meaning it's breaking down the red blood cells. Turns out all those claims, that was based on a flawed study where they force-fed dogs these massive amounts of garlic, resulting in the signs Heinz body anemia. But that would not be how our pets would be consuming garlic. A much newer published study, they actually gave dogs aged garlic extract, a type of pill like this, for 12 weeks at really high doses of 90 milligrams per kilo. This is aged garlic extract here. Each capsule is 300 milligrams. They're saying a suggested human dose, 2 capsules or 600 milligrams a day. But in that study, they were giving a huge amount in terms of 90 milligrams per kilo. You could take 10 kilo tula, 90 times 10, that is 900 milligrams. They were giving little tula, who should be getting about a 1/6 or 1/7 of a human dose. They were giving her 3 of these capsules, far more than a person would ever take. An 85 big dog, like our last dog, Lewis, he would have got 12 of these capsules a day. Like 12, human dose is 2, like 6 times a human dose. And giving a dog that amount of aged garlic extract for 12 consecutive weeks, they had 0 side effects, as in none. We'll put a link to that study in the description box below. When I first started out in practice, one of the first things I heard from clients is feed your dog some brewer's yeast, feed them some garlic, sprinkle that onto their food. Guess what? It's going to repel fleas. I thought that was a myth. Turns out not so much. The University of Cornell, they say that garlic has documented therapeutic and pesticidal effects. In other words, it can help repel things like fleas, ticks, etc. And then believe it or not, the EPA, they've actually approved a commercial flea and tick repellent. And guess what's in it? It is garlic. It's called Garlic Barrier. It's meant to spray outside in your lawn, but it's being used to effectively repel things that you don't want coming onto your animals or onto you, especially ticks, which honestly are so difficult to prevent. So you have universities like Cornell saying, what, garlic? It repels insects. You have the EPA approving garlic as a barrier for ticks. I'm like, okay, clearly this stuff can really help. So now I want to show you how to safely feed garlic to your pets. We're going to start with this brewer's yeast. It's a common additive for our animals. It's very high in protein. It's high in a mineral called chromium, which seems to be really beneficial for diabetes. It's also really high in many of these B vitamins, things that are great for nerve function, for instance, potentially for red blood cell production. So it's a whole bunch of big benefits, super inexpensive, safe for animals. And we know with a certain number of animals, and this is a general accepted, especially holistic veterinary opinion, is that brewer's yeast can help repel fleas. But you're gonna need to give it for about 12 weeks before you can reasonably assess it. And the thought is what it's doing is just making your pet taste bad. They don't taste so good. The fleas move on to someone who tastes better. We are putting in 1/2 a cup of brewer's yeast into our measuring cup. 1/2 a cup. The second part of our food additive, which we're hoping is going to help repel fleas, garlic powder. So for Tula, who weighs about a little over 20 pounds, 20 times 10, that's 200 milligrams. For our cats, it's a much lower dose of 2 milligrams per pound. So for your average 10-pound cat, 2 times 10, that is 20 milligrams. Because there's still concerns with toxicity, I want to make sure that we're even giving a much lower dose. So if you do give this to your dog or cat, there's no way you're going to anywhere close to any type of garlic toxicity. So here's how you do the math. So in garlic powder, pretty concentrated garlic, each 1 teaspoon of garlic powder is about 2,000 milligrams. So we're gonna go for less than that, and we're gonna dilute it down in this 1/2 a cup of brewer's yeast. 1/2 a teaspoon of garlic powder, 1,000 milligrams, and then we're gonna really dilute it down because we're mixing it in with this 1/2 a cup of brewer's yeast. Mix it well. You need to really thoroughly combine the garlic with the brewer's yeast so then we know it's evenly spread and it's gonna be well diluted, making it really safe for our pets. 1/2 a teaspoon of garlic powder, which is about 1,000 milligrams, into this, which is 1/2 a cup or 25 teaspoons of brewer's yeast. The dilution, it works out. Each teaspoon in here, because we have 25 teaspoons, 1/2 a cup, each teaspoon of this concoction, which is mostly brewer's yeast, a little bit of garlic powder, is going to give us 40 milligrams of garlic powder. That's it, 40 milligrams of garlic. And we know the safe amount to give to a dog is upwards of 100 milligrams for 1 10-pound dog. So the suggested dog dose will be this amount, 1 teaspoon per 10 pounds of body weight daily. The safe amount considered to give to a cat is 2 milligrams per pound, 10-pound cat, so about 20 milligrams. I want to make it even safer. The most I want you to give is 10 milligrams. So to do that, that would equate to a teeny amount, only about 1/4 of this brewer's yeast garlic powder extract. And you're going to sprinkle that over top of your cat's food. So Cassie can eat a bunch of things. I don't know if he's going to eat this, but oh, it's so good for you. Here, kitty cat. Come on, you're on video. Come on, show them that you'll try it. Yum. Okay, you're going to sprinkle over your cat's food. You may have to put it into his canned food because as you can see, even our less fussy cat doesn't want it. The homemade flea and tick spray recipe. Number 1, you're going to need fresh garlic, 2 average cloves, finely minced, 2 cups of water, apple cider vinegar. It's got some moderate flea repellent properties. Also great to deal with secondary skin infections, especially yeast. One of the active ingredients in lemon is limonene, and it's got some documented flea repellent properties. Safe for animals, can help repel fleas, potentially ticks. It's part of our mixture. Last but not least, coconut oil. It has some flea repellent properties, that's why it's part of our mixture. It's also going to improve skin and coat quality. Welcome to Andrew's cooking show. First, the garlic cloves. Here's 2 of them. I'm going to mince these 2 and put them into my pot. 2 cups of water mixed in with our garlic. It's time to cook it up. I'm going to simmer this for a good 15 minutes. We're making a garlic water infusion. It's simmered for 15 minutes. We're going to have this sit and cool for about 3 hours. While it cools, we're going to get further concentration of the garlic. And that's going to help repel our fleas. It's going to go by fast. It's been about 3 hours. The water is cool. It smells very garlicky. Time to strain it. Get yourself some cheesecloth or fine mesh strainer, or what I'm going to use, both. Being filtered by the cheesecloth. Just give the cloth itself a little squeeze after. You want as much concentrated garlic extract as possible. And then here's what we're left with. Concentrated garlic water. 1 tablespoon of ACV. Next, the limonene, a great addition because of its insect repellent properties. Last but not least, the coconut oil. We know it's going to help potentially repel fleas and ticks, as well as just improving the coat quality. Much better way if you're going to make any type of flea and tick spray. 1 teaspoon. I'm going to pour our mixture into a measuring cup, then I can pour it into my flea and tick spray bottle. Our spray mixture is almost ready. Okay. The mixture here can be safely kept in the fridge stored for 2 weeks. Now we're ready to spray. To use the spray, just lightly mist your dog. The big thing you want to do is be careful around the mouth, the eyes, anything that's sensitive, because you've got apple cider vinegar, along with having the lemon juice in there. Lightly mist, focusing on the cracks, the crevices, the armpits. Safely do this twice a week for your dog. Thanks so much for watching this edition of Veterinary Secrets of how this stuffed garlic can help repel fleas and ticks in your dogs and cats. Click up there to subscribe, hit the bell to sign up for notifications, and then when you click that link directly in the box below, I can send you a copy of my free book.